I'm Daniel from Ray White and welcome to this week's Ingleburn Market Wrap. Just want to start off today really announce I'm just so proud of my team right now. The team are absolutely ripping in. We've had to make some process changes since the market has definitely shifted over the last 6 months. You know, the energy, the transparency, the willing to, commit to clients and getting deals over the line to make sure that everybody's happy has just been unwavering with my team. And I just want to big shout out to all the team, because the reality is on realestate.com, you see my face everywhere. It's my team behind the scenes that are doing a lot of the work here. So I just wanted to acknowledge that to start with. Has there been a shift in the market? Without a doubt. It's been documented without the media. We've got interest rate rises, a budget announcement that hasn't been favourable for us in relation to investors, with capital gains tax and negative gearing, a looming war, cost of living, and definitely pressure in the market without a doubt. We're transacting really well. In the last 2 weeks, I'm going to put up some sales. Up on the screen, there's been 10 sales that we've put up that have gone unconditional. I've had 4 go under contract over the last 4 days, and I've got 7 properties launching over the next 72 hours. So activity's there. But today I wanted to more speak about some pitfalls that I'm seeing some buyers go through. I've worked this cycle of market before, whether it was the GFC or the Royal Commission, where there's a downturn in pricing, and I just wanted to probably give some tips to buyers and sellers. Firstly, with the buyer's point of view, if you're needing to sell a home, I would definitely be selling that home first before buying. I'm seeing most stressed out vendors, the ones that have actually purchased first and then they're under a huge amount of stress to sell theirs later. I'd really encourage right now, if you're in that position, to take your time, get the maximum price for your property that you've got there, extend the settlement terms out, have your money in back pocket, and then go purchase after that. Also, from a buyer's point of view, I'm getting a lot of comments, buyers trying to predict where the bottom of the market's going to land. I've just never seen this happen before. So usually when we find out where the bottom of the market is, it's usually in hindsight, maybe 2 months later when the market's on a shift. And historically speaking, what I've seen is that when the market shifts down slowly, when it turns and goes back up, it goes back up a lot more aggressively than it did on the way down. Again, I wouldn't be too cute trying to find where the bottom of the market is. So if you like a house as a buyer, you're buying probably 10% cheaper than you were back in November, purchase a property if you're happy with it. And I've got a huge amount of case studies over last week, buyers buying and being absolutely excited. If you're a seller right now, 2 things that really stand out. Presentation of the home has to be on point right now. Has to be like 10 out of 10 right now. You're going to be making an effort to make sure the place is street frontage, everything from, eye for detail throughout the house has got to be absolutely, bang on there. Also too, if you're a seller right now, whether it's, I know this video gets watched in different areas as well, but if you're a seller, be making sure that you're appointing an agent, just good energy and good negotiations. It's got a specific plan of what they're doing in this market. They're not just kind of doing a cookie cutter approach, just putting the property on the market, which is working back in November last year, but it's not working in this current market right now. So you got to make sure you've got an agent that has a real process of how they're going to tackle this market on and to solve the problems in there. For me, I've been in this for a long time now, and there was just want to share with you, a sale that reminded me of just why I do this and why I love to do this. It was a sale that I made the other day. I won't disclose the address. A young couple purchased a property off me. It was a 66W exchange, meaning that the cooling off period was waived. I rang in the afternoon to let them know that it had all gone through and the property was exchanged and it was all theirs. And just hearing their voice on the phone, how excited they were, never becomes stale for me. It was a reminder of what we do and the privilege I've got to represent both buyers and sellers right now. And there's a lot of good things happening in the market as well. So I know there's a lot of negative stories going around about the market, but there's some people right now that are really kind of following their path and doing what they need to do. So if there's any questions, please reach out on the mobile 0402 065 978. This is Daniel from Ray White, and I hope you enjoyed this week's Ingleburn Market Report.